welcome back to the Truth Seekers channel. Today we are going to check out one of the most viewed video from Secure 10 about satellite detects massive object under Antarctica. This was an old one from 2016 December.
Yeah, almost during Christmas, I see.
Yeah.
So
here we describe about
Christmas.
The Wilkes Land gravity anomaly is seldom spoken about in the ufology community. However, sitting deep under an ice shelf of this isolated part of Antarctica lies one of the greatest mysteries on Earth. This is known as the Wilkes Land gravity anomaly. In March of 2002, the rocket launch vehicle blasted off, launching the Plesetsk spaceport. While in orbit, it launches its payload, which consists of two satellites known as the Grace twin satellites. The purpose of the Grace satellites was to monitor the overall gravity of the Earth. Specifically, it was used to find what are called gravity anomalies, or locations on the Earth where the gravity is actually different from the rest of the planet. Many people believe that the gravity field around Earth is all the same. It's all even. But this is actually not true. The Earth is shrouded in varying land masses of varying sizes, and this has a distinct effect on how gravity works. The larger the land mass, the more mass that it has, and the stronger the gravitational pull it will have on the satellites above. Certain tools, like the Grace satellites, have a number of applications for studying these gravitational anomalies, whether it be for locating volcanoes or potential earthquake areas, and even for finding oil. However, during...
So he's like looking into the Antarctica mystery. What is there in Antarctica? Some say they
icy
saw
continent
UFO.
where there are absolutely no surface features or anything out of the ordinary. A gravitational spike was detected where the gravity was found to reach 300 miles up into space and pull down on these satellites much harder.
There's like a gravity field there. There's like some field, the gravity field,
than any of the other areas around the continent, which then posed a very mysterious question for scientists. What could be buried deep underneath this ice shelf that had such a mass to it that it would have the gravitational force that was detected by the Grace satellites? A geophysicist from The Ohio State University by the name of Ralph von Fries was part of the team who actually made this startling discovery. Using
found some gravity fields in Antarctica. That is the video about some magnetic or gravity field. He's talking about that.
Caused it is still sitting dead center of it. To this is
some glaciers,
satellite secret Nazi bases that were allegedly built there during the Second World War.
This is the one from Admiral Byrd. He says after the World War II, the Americans sent this Admiral Byrd with a small team to investigate the North Pole, or the Antarctica.
Flora, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America.
Yeah, he said he found a Nazi base. He saw like Aryan people and flying saucers.
With some evidence of this coming...
He said it was German. And in this picture, they have like a...
Or not to mention,
this hole with
at a very high altitude, which begs the question, how exactly would you enter these entrances?
And there's a UFO entering this hole.
Yeah, that is shops. Just to show you that it could be an entrance and that a UFO fits.
UFO fits in it,
yeah,
and can fly in it. It's possible that it's like an entrance to me.
Yeah,
Shaped exactly like a flying saucer entrance.
It looks like an entrance. Yeah, you don't know the correct the scale.
Scale.
What's the scale? Maybe it's very small,
Yeah,
and it's really zoomed in.
Yeah, maybe it's a small. Yeah.
You don't know that.
And then in this Admiral Byrd, he saw German Nazis.
And that's what he tells. He saw the blonde Nordic type of alien, perhaps, you know.
And he saw he said they were like Nazi, Aryan Nazi. They were speaking German.
Aryan.
They were speaking German. He said.
So no, yeah, how it started was that around the world there is always gravity, you know, but our Earth does not have the same gravity everywhere. At some places there is more gravity. Where there is more land, there is more gravity. So if there is less land, there is less gravity. And what they found out now is that at some point in Antarctica was a real huge gravity spike. Yeah. So
pulling things more harder towards the surface than any other places.
Yeah. So they want to know what could be there. Is there something underneath Antarctica?
Like a secret military or alien base.
Yeah.
And what this Admiral Byrd said, the land of snow and ice was once flourishing continent. And from the entrance to fabled Shangri-La located in Earth's interior to the obscure stories about secret UFO bases not inhabited by extraterrestrials. The find is perplexing. Personnel from an American NASA laboratory in Antarctica came across a puzzling object in the ice when they tried to examine it while it was frozen solid in the block of ice. It thought, despite the intentional cooling, it is a capsule of alien origin, and it began transmitting signals, just like those intercepted from the UFO that crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. So they're intercepting the same signals of the UFO that crashed in Roswell. Wow. One of these alien hunters flew to the South Pole, where he was able to decipher the signal, but even this could not stop the impending catastrophe. Over his objections, the other scientists opened the capsule, releasing the alien contents from outer space and infecting the team with its presence. For the United States government, their worst fears were confirmed. Peaceful or not, the presence of aliens alone is a deadly threat to humanity. If you're thinking that the whole scenario sounds like something from a bad science fiction film, you're right, on the mark. In 2003, the film was called Alien Hunter and it was a complete flop. What is interesting, however, is that Hollywood seems to have gone straight to the offices of the US intelligence services for the plotline. Because first of all, there actually is an increased level of UFO activity in Antarctica around the South Pole, and secondly, the Americans have supposedly already had a military encounter with the aliens and have reason to be fearful of future confrontation.
Okay.
Yeah, Operation High Jump was it was called.
What we can do now is watch the trailer of that movie if you want.
The
Alien Hunter
movie. Is there Alien Hunter movie? There's also one 2017.
So it's really released.
Let's see the official trailer. New image.
We picked it up in the Landsat satellite. First we thought it was a cap deposit, but the resolution is definitely solid.
Where's it originated from?
Antarctic?
Welcome to Randall Peak.
It's like Some sort of beacon. What's the matter? Something with the ice block.
It looks extraterrestrial.
So it's a meteorite. That's when it hit me. It's a language.
Aliens.
From outer space, my dear.
Well, since you've never heard from them, do you still believe they're out there?
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Have you ever heard from him?
We're going down in history. You really think it's ETI, don't you? Would you like some company?
Are there any firearms in the station? I say we get out of here now.
I don't think we have a choice.
What happened?
Aliens are...
Some force field.
and I think they suck him up. Alien weapon. These are not friendly aliens, ladies and gentlemen. They come.
What will we do with it when we find it?
If I have the time, I'm going to watch it. I think. Alien Hunter 2003.
But it was a big flop.
It was a big flop.
But they got the script from...
straight from the X-Files. Apparently. Not?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, okay.
From the UFO line. They got straight from to the offices of US intelligence services. Okay. And there was also Operation High Jump, that was with the Admiral Byrd, that when he was flying December 2, 1946, he did an aircraft reconnaissance, and he saw stranded U-boats. And operation named Valkyrie 2. It's the German operation. And the captain of the U-970, Heinz Schaefer, confirmed that he sailed with the same route during the war. Hitler was extremely interested. I think he saw some German it's called Space Shuttle.
Hmm?
He said he saw something that was like a space spaceship.
Some say also that that there is a hole in on Antarctica like that.
Like this one,
and that you can enter.
So it was a secret German base that had an extraterritorial status. It's like these Germans, they came in contact with the aliens. Admiral Byrd declared today that it was imperative for the United States to initiate immediate defense measures against hostile airplanes originating from polar region. This is a long story. The Germans knew about UFO technology at the end of the Second World War, and whether they really were able to travel through time and space. That's the HARP project. Found this Richard E. Byrd, the American admiral who flew to the middle of the Earth in 1947, and found a far superior race in terms of technology and ethics. Current world leaders still wish to withhold his startling chronicles from us even today, and with good reason. Even today, strange things are happening at the South Pole, but maybe it's best for you to read about it yourself in the full article. Facts are Facts, print edition number 3. Oh, you have to buy the book.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Mysterious Antarctica. The land of snow and ice was a flourishing continent, although today it is considered inhospitable. It exerts an almost magically attractive force over mankind.
Yeah.
It's no wonder the continent is entrenched in so many legends. From the entrance to fabled Shangri-La.
Shangri-La is not there, man. So let us know what you think about this, and it was a great movie from.
And can you also one more thing? I know something related.
Like space U-boats and spaceships and what was related?
Related is that all airplanes have to avoid Antarctica, and that there is a globally that there is a global rule, an agreement globally that no one
can fly there.
Yeah,
I made a video with that.
Yeah, you did it already, and that you can connect to this.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Why would you
check out that video also? There was like a certain degree, or what you call it, the breedtegraad, the line. At 68 degrees, I think, from the North Pole. Nobody can cross it without permission from higher council.
Yeah.
All the countries are part of that council, and they don't let anybody in.
So
that
all the countries. So they can't agree over certain things, European.
Unity, anything, but they can agree on that.
Yeah, they can agree on that. So maybe it's forced in, or it is really, really important.
Yeah, some very important special investigator or high person from the government goes with this suitcase and some documents to these leaders. He shows them, look, we have evidence. This and this is there. Nobody can go there because it's a big threat, or they cannot know about it. But and everybody says, yeah, sure, let me sign. Where do I sign?
Yeah, so either this guy who came with the agreement has a very big gun, or a very big bag of money,
or
both,
or very good information.
Yeah,
Antarctic Treaty, I think.
But still, can we?
Was signed in Washington on December 12 countries. It's 53. I think this is
only 12 countries, not the whole world.
There was one with
the whole world that everyone is denied.
Yeah, Antarctic Treaty. Wikipedia. '53 parties. Oh yeah, 60 degrees latitude. Yeah, 53 countries.
Yeah, there are no civilians there, no inhabitants. Here, Belgium, I see. New Zealand legal system.
Australia. The area is to be used for peaceful purposes only. Military activities such as weapons testing prohibited.
But military personnel and equipment may be used for some. So it's only for peace. They can't have war there. So that means that the technology used over there is used for the increased an increased survival of the human race, in order to increase survival of the human race, not to kill it.
No,
because that would trespass this rule. Violate this rule. Because you can't have war. It only has to benefit our survival.
Yeah, well, it's mysterious Antarctica indeed.
But why would they do that? Why does it have to be in secret, and why does everyone has to be denied? Because it is in order to improve our lifespan, our the human lives. But they deny everyone
Yeah.
to go there, to inhabit it, and to fly over it.
Yeah.
That's not transparent. How can something good not be transparent? It's like I say, hey Ronald, I'm going to bake for every poor guy here around us a bread. And then I say, and then you say to me, yeah, okay, good idea, man. Can I have a look what you do in your bakery? I say, no, man, that's not allowed. Go away. And if you do it, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, wow.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's
isn't
weird,
it?
yeah. There's something fishy is going on.
Yeah.
I'll know, hey, something is going on in that bakery.
Yeah. What is he doing with the bread?
Yeah. What is he cooking?
But in the rules is, yeah, you only do it to improve the human lives.
Yeah.
But still, you're not allowed to look. Okay. Yeah.
Clear point. Point taken. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel.
And see you next time.
See you on the next video.